I was skeptical when they announced this movie quite some time ago. They screwed up Maleficent, and now they're going to try and make us sympathetic for a puppy murderer. And casting Emma Stone? I don't really see her as Cruella, I thought. But this movie was such a pleasant surprise. Because unlike Maleficent, where, oh, she was good the whole time, like, no. You're not really supposed to root for the character. But you also understand why she is the way she is. It handles the nature-nurture debate really well. And I was not expecting this movie to be fun. It was more heist movie than it was villain origin story movie. It was in the style of Ocean's 11, with just a little bit of Batman Returns kind of sprinkled in there for good measure. Emma Stone absolutely shines as we see her descent into madness and start seeking revenge. Emma Thompson, who plays the film's antagonist, though it could be argued that both of these characters are antagonists, is probably the best villain in these live-action remakes since Cate Blanchett played the evil stepmother in 2015's Cinderella. Except, unlike Thompson's character, Thompson's character is even more despicable than she was. This is probably the least Disney of these Disney live-action remakes, and the reason it's PG-13, it's not because of anything particularly inappropriate. It's not even that particularly graphic in terms of the violence. It's just dark. Like, it's got some very dark themes of revenge. It's basically these two people trying to get revenge on each other constantly because they're petty. But it is a villain origin story. Of course it's going to be dark. I can actually see this being nominated for some Oscars next year. Stone and Thompson for acting, of course, and the costume design is an absolute must. I will be very disappointed if this film does not get a nomination for costume design. Can't remember when Suicide Squad came out and every woman dressed as Harley Quinn that Halloween. I would be surprised to see a plethora of Cruellas this Halloween. And speaking of Suicide Squad, an issue I had with the film Cruella is that it does kind of have the same problem that Suicide Squad had, where it kind of seems like they wrote the movie around the songs. Like, they were given a list of songs from the 1960s and 70s and told, write scenes where these would fit. You have to use this song, and this song. Write a scene that would kind of fit this. And I feel like some of these scenes probably would have worked better if they composed an original score for them. Like, for the most part, it wasn't too distracting, but there's a part, like, kind of near the end that kind of sets up the third act where Emma Thompson's character has locked Cruella up in this tower and is going to try and burn her to death in the tower. And they started playing a song there, and I feel it probably would have been more effective if it had just been score. Or maybe even nothing at all, just let us stew in the moment, but it just seemed like, hey, look, we chose a song for this. So, but man, this film was just absolute delightful. I thought Cruella was just an amazingly fun movie. I would give it a solid 9 out of 10 and a 4 out of 5.